This right here is the main reason you want to use that rope, especially when you get down low. That mud is super slippery. All this stuff right there and all that is really slippery. So this is where I'm going to put the camera away and actually use the rope. So I get here late last night, maybe around 8:30 or so. Wanted to go out and use the UV light when I got here, and I wanted to see if I could find anything on the beach. Well, hanging out there, let's find a couple cool things. I'll show you those. And all of a sudden I look up and I notice the aurora borealis. Check it out. It's awesome. Never seen it before. I do remember hearing in the news that it might reach all the way down to Alabama because there was some big solar storms. So, got lucky. Something I've always wanted to see. Guess I could check that off my bucket list, huh? As you can see, there's a bunch of gravels here today, which is a great sign, because usually during the summertime, more sand comes in, and so that's why you want a rockhound during the winter time. But it's a good sign so far. We're gonna get over to our spot. Check this one out. Polychrome jasper and quartz. Nice. Alright, looks like I got the first beach agate of the day. Some iron stained quartz. Brecciated. Might be a nice piece of jasper. Yeah. Look at that one. Super clear. Oh yeah. Bam, another one. Oh man, that one right there. It's adorable. Super tiny, but some cool lines. Fortifications, man. It's cool. Good for tumbler. That one could be really interesting. Right in there. Look at the quartz veins in that. This is a big reason why I come here. That one right there, that one right there, that one, and that one are all jasper. So all of those are jasper. I think this one probably, see there, that one's like a brecciated jasper. This one, it's got some of the tan, purple, quartz flecks in through it. That one right there just has the quartz veins. Same with this. So yeah, I mean, there is just an absolute ton of jasper. Oh yeah, this one too. Yeah, see this one. Got a bunch of quartz going through it as well. Preferred stuff, just because of the combination it offers. That's a good one. Lay boulder. That one's really nice. Got all the quartz banding through here. Got some red, got some tan. The only thing it doesn't have is the green. But for the most part, it's alright. Good size too. Good enough to actually work with. Looks like we got another piece of cool brecciated jasper. Look at that one. Red to yellow. It's really cool. I'm gonna keep this one. Alright, so would we call this a sugar agate or is it iron stained quartz? Now, because to me, They're almost kind of the same thing, but it's not an agate. Look at that little one trying to hide from me. Yeah. Okay, so what is that right there? Well, it definitely looks of chalcedony. I don't know if it's a beach agate though. Jasper, 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 jasper. More jasper. Even more jasper. It's a decent one. Right where I'm hanging out. Pretty cool. Here's something you can also tell that helps you when you're looking for agates, jasper, chalcedony, stuff like that. These kind of fractures. You'll see like right there. It's called a conchoidal fracture. These type of minerals do it. You'll also see it in obsidian. It's a really good example of it. There's another one, just smaller. This one's kind of got some gray to it. Not really too stoked about the gray color, but I don't know, somebody might like the color. Whenever you see all this other jasper around here, that's where I like to look for agates and chalcedony. I also found that that's where you find the most polychrome. So like that stuff right there. Usually it's brecciated. It's got all the quartz lines through it. It's kind of cool. I like the green and purple combo. Yeah, that might be a good one to cut actually. Look at that jasper. Yeah, that's two really cool ones. Cool looking piece of chert. That's about how much wind there is right now. Oh, more polychrome jasper. Nice line going through it. Quartz vein. Now the reason I like this stuff right here is if you cut it right, when you make like a cabochon, you'll have all the reds and the purple and then a nice straight line or a, you know, line going through it. Yeah, check that one out. Not bad. That's a good example of conchoidal fracturing. So you know this one is like jasper, chert, or whatever. I think this is jasper. Yep, doing well today. That's why I come to this beach. It's awesome. Kneeled down to look at this stuff right here. And yeah, saw this. Cool one. But back to this. It's interesting. I don't know if those are zeolites. Maybe. Wonder what this one is. See those marks? That's what makes me think it's something good. Now that's some chocolate right there. See those fractures up at top? Yeah, that one's pretty nice too. A couple more jasper. More jasper. Alright, let's see if this one looks good. Oh yeah, so look, that's a lot of quartz. Looks like there's a lot of quartz in there. Maybe chert. I don't know. I mean, it's got character. Ooh, got my knee wet. It's got character, but yeah, not the color I'm going for today. You got to see these ones. Look at that. That's wicked. That's super cool. And that big one. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. So check this out. Doesn't look like anything special. Bang. Super cool jasper. Check that one out. You think that it's best to rockhound kind of in the rocks or everything, but in here or on the gravel bars. Not sure what it is, but it's pretty colorful. Yeah, look at that red one. Fresh shaded. Oh yeah, that water's brisk. Sweet. We got a triple there. Yeah. Red. Yep. Last but not least on that one. Oh yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. I see a tiny one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice. That was kind of cool. Not really sure exactly what it is. Probably quartz. But nonetheless, pretty neat. That's amethyst right there. I mean, of course, it's not very good, but it's got a little bit of a purple hue to it and some cool brecciation. But yeah, I would bet that's amethyst. Looks like a piece of petrified wood. Not positive. Sure looks like it though. I bet that's just a big chunk of quartz too. Yeah. Yeah, so it seems like there's a lot of quartz in this whole area. Oh yeah, there's a good one. Sweet. Oh yeah, looks like we got another one. Nice. I think these are probably my favorite spots. So you got a big rock usually close to you. Maybe you start having some sand that, you know, starting to disappear. Maybe after the main part of the beach. I tend to have real good luck in here, and usually it's closer I get to the big rock. Check that one out. Yep. Nah, I think it's just quartz. There's a good jasper. Oh. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to leave soon because tide's coming in quick. So. Oh, there's another little beach agate. Wow, look at the fortifications on that one. Woo! That's a really good little one. Awesome. Yeah, the tide's coming in quick. Been a couple times now that it's reached out and splashed me at an eye level, so I think I'm gonna maybe grab one or two that I can slab, and then get out of here, grab something to eat. I wish that I didn't have to go. There's so much good stuff. Check this one out. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny little crystal in there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Man, these things smell amazing. Pretty big boulder. You can see the bugs in there, so be curious if you busted this open or like did something to it, if you might actually find a big cavity. That's DeGarmo Canyon right there. So if you got a lot of time, that's where you want to go, up there. I just found this little piece right here. So here's a couple things that I want to show you in this spot. First, this right here, that's a good sign. That's the vesicular salt that we're looking for, because what can happen is these little vesicles here, they can have, if they get big enough, then little crystals can form in them, and they can also fall out of them. Second thing I wanted to show you, this piece up here, I think that's actually close to what we're looking for. It looks like the jasper. It's got conchoidal fracturing right there, conchoidal fracturing, and so there we go. There's a little piece of, probably what's chalcedony or something. You're seeing another piece right there. So I'm starting to see it. Oh, look, there's actually some crystal. Right there. And right there. The first piece of obsidian. It's a jasper there too. So it looks like there's a little shard of agate. Another one right down there behind that bush. I got another one right there. So I'm going to explore this little area here for a second, see if I can actually find something. Same spot here too, and look, there's a little obsidian shard and another one right over here. So a couple little obsidian shards next to those agate shards. Oh, there's another obsidian shard. DeGarmo Canyon has all kinds of cool materials. It's just, you know, you got to find them. But there's a lot of opportunities out here. We get there. Oh yeah. That's like chalcedony, and the outside kind of has like a, I don't know, almost like a carnelian or sard on the outside. So yeah, we'll have to clean that one up. It almost looks like it has kind of like a leopard print in it. Yeah, there's a little another something too. Neat. Chunk of chalcedony right there. Alright, been a while since I've talked to you guys, but I'm on the side of the road here. Saw that they're putting a pipe in, and look what I got. Yeah. Let me show you what it looks like when I get it out. Alright, looks like I found a big piece of green. I have to dig that out real quick. Alright, there she is. See that behind me? There's a bunch of serpentine there. See that down there? We're gonna find our way down to that. Way down there is a creek. So we're gonna go down there, see what we can find. So got Rockhound Quest with me today. Been a while.
Hey!
So the plan is just keep going up this creek. Since we're gonna be walking up the creek, I'm gonna put this camera in my pocket so I don't lose it. Yeah, here's an example of some of the serpentine. You can see a lot of the chromite inclusions in there. How they're just like really big lines and stuff. It's not very good, but overall that's a big piece. Not bad. Alright, so we're kind of at a chill spot right here, and we're just going to hang out for a minute, and we're going to go right up that little crevice and make it to the spot. Alright, first real good find of the day. Look at this one. Well, I suppose it's better like that, huh? Let me get a little bit closer to show you that. That's some nice green. Now it does have a big patch of chromite, maybe magnesiochromite going through it, but those veins, yeah, pretty nice. Pretty big serpentine boulder. I'm going to try to show you this so you can see right there. I mean, this is clearly serpentine antigerite, and it's huge. I mean, look at that, and it's a massive boulder. But then right next to it, you can see right in there, I'll try to bang, look at that green, and that's a huge boulder too. Right up there you can see where the road is, and we've been able to make it down to the creek, and here's a couple of the things I've found so far. So if you look at this one, you can see that's got some pretty good green. Not going to cooperate with me. And then we also got this one that we're working on. You can see that one's got really good green on it. So pretty sure those are some nice antigerites, but going to keep trucking a little bit up and see what else we can find. And then yeah, we'll probably get out of here. Found a feather. Looks like we got a little critter down here too. Alright, so we made it to the second spot, and looks pretty good. I'll show you what we just found. First, you see how that's got that white rind right there? And then you see those lines in it, kind of like lightning bolts. That's all chromite, and this is the white color that you know, you look for the erosion. That's the color it turns. And now look at that. That's definitely the green. Oh gosh. That's good stuff. Well, it looks good anyway. There are some cracking and stuff like that, but not really a big deal. Really got to tell once you get it onto a saw. Here's one that Rockhound Quest just found. You can see it's a big one. Looks like we might have one right there too, but nope, it's just some algae. Alright, well, we've had to leave a lot of big ones behind today, and that's about what we've been finding. So I've got one nice plate in my bag, a couple small ones, but we're going to head out. Alright, so we're here down at the museum today. We're going to be cutting up some serpentine. I got my buddy Rockhound Quest coming down, and the two rock nerds. So what I want to show you right now is some of the serpentine that I found lately that I'll be cutting. Alright, so this is the first big piece that we'll be cutting today. Found this the other day up at the Applegate. This should be a really nice one. It's got great size, good characteristics. Saw some of the white in there, and then if you look over on this side, right about there, you can see how it's got those little dots on there. Yep, that means that this is the stuff. Should be really good. So be cutting this big boy right here, because if you look in here, whoop, if it will focus. Anyway, there's some good, nice telltale signs on this one, and so as you can see, it's quite the patty. And then we got this one over here that I have been meaning to cut for probably a year, actually, to be honest. And what ends up happening is I always bring this one with me, And I just always, you know, kind of forget to cut it. So, hey, look at that. It's one I found the other day out there in White City. Anyway, I'll show you what the first cut looks like. All right, so I'm going to be using that saw today. My favorite one. So I'm going to chuck that up and show you what it looks like. Before we actually get this in the saw, we have to figure out how we're going to cut it, because we need to clamp it in and we want to make sure it's a quick cut. But we also want to set the cuts up for whatever kind of project we might be using this specific material for. And so what I'm thinking is, if we want to try to catch this face, then it's going to be pretty easy to just, well, hold on. All right, so this is a squeeze clamp like that, and so what we need to do is we need to figure out how we want to put this rock in there. Now we can put it in like that and have the blade cut in this space, put it like that, have it cut in this, but I think it might be too tall for the saw. So the other option is we can squeeze it in there like that, but this is way too fat. So I think we're going to have to play around with it, and I'll show you what I chose. Alright, so what I actually think I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch it in like this, and I'm just going to take, because you can see, you know, the blade height there, but what I really want to do is I just want to take off this little edge right there so we can actually see what kind of material. Then if anything, we'll figure out stage 2. Alright, so I got this in here, and you'll notice first thing, I've got a little wedge right here. Now what that's doing is when this tries to clamp, and I can't go any further in here, it squeezes this side more. And I have a little one down there, shoring up some of the difference here. And I've got another one right here, because you have like this cavity, and so what it ends up doing, pinching it real tight, and it ain't moving. So we're gonna have the shop steward check this real quick, and then we'll fire it up. Right, looks like we got our first drop. Oh yeah. Alright, so I just pulled this one out, and as you can see, this one's got some really nice color to it. Yep. Back at the Applegate today, so the water levels are finally low enough for us to do a little bit of scouting, so we're going to check out here at this first spot. I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Probably for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. Yeah, this summer has been crazy. It has been so smoky out. I haven't been able to get out at all. And as you know, my computer decided to quit working on me. And because of all this AI stuff, GPUs, which allow me to edit my videos, are really expensive now. Pretty lame, but just gotta roll with it. Rogue swing of doom! Yeah, look at this. That's like, you know, 30-foot drop. If you're not familiar with the area, one thing I should remind you of is that in the summertime, there are scorpions out here, so be careful when you're flipping rocks over. So right off the bat, I'm pretty happy about the actual rocks themselves, because you can see there's not a whole lot of like dried out algae or, you know, silt or anything like that on it. So should be pretty easy to see. And I didn't bring a squirt bottle because shouldn't really need it. I am curious though, sunglasses or no sunglasses, because I've had some people say, oh no, with sunglasses the polarizing, it makes it harder to see the rock. But then I've had other people say the exact opposite. So like, what do? Do you like to wear sunglasses while you're rock hounding or no? So this one kind of looks like it, but when you flip it over, notice that, yeah, not really. So we'll keep looking, but that's the white rind that you're looking for. Get out early enough in the morning too. Sometimes when you flip these rocks over, they'll have a little bit of dew up underneath them, and so you can actually see some of the color without needing a water bottle. You can see that's a good example. This is the bottom side, top, and so you can see it's a little cleaner. Just barely a little bit of moisture allows you to see the color. So this could be something here, because we have, see that right there? That's the type of the erosion. And then it does have kind of a whitish rind, and any kind of inclusions look like they're pretty small. I would say that would be something that you would be interested in, and if anything, roll it around just a little bit more, see if you can find any color spots. Throw it in the water if you need to. Yeah, look at that. Somebody was trying to see what it was. I don't think they were happy about what they discovered. Looks like they were trying there as well. So first off, I want to check out all this slough. Alright, so check it out. Here's all that slough, right? Just kind of walking down it. But I figured, let's show you the next level up. Because that is a whole different type of rock. That's not to say it's not cool. I mean, that one looks like it's pretty silica rich. I think it's that nice. Interesting. Not sure what it is. It's eroded funny though. Yeah, see, that's a little different. Look at those patterns though. Yeah, probably not the best place to be hanging out, but look at that. That's some little bit of change right there, eh? Alright, so yep, you can see how that changes there. And I want to say that's quartz or quartzite. I bet you, yeah, the miners would be going crazy over this one. Chase that vein! It's pretty huge. You can see this is the next layer down. That though, whoop, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Really shows you, look at boom, 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 and then it tapers off. Womp, womp. So I want to see that right there. That's interesting. I got a rope swing too. Rope swing of doom with cool geology. So let's get a little closer to that. Yeah. There you go. But that's the craziness right there. Alright, looks like that vein does come back. And we got another one right there. Looks like it's got good color. Yep. Iron oxide. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Protected a little bit more from the harsh elements. This is interesting. Yeah, look at that green. It's pretty good. Clarify, this is not serpentine though. It's just got some good color. But yeah, you can see how it's a lot more blue than it is green. Although it does have some similarities to what we are looking for, you know, the antigerite. Yeah, it just, if I was a betting man, I would say this is not antigerite. This one looks like it might be, so I'm going to try to pull this out and I'll get it wet and show you. Yeah, I would say that's a big nope. Interesting right there. Hey, look at that. See, that makes you really wonder. Well, busted it open, and I'm going to say that's a big nope. Alright, so it sounds like people are starting to show up, and, you know, to be honest, I'm not really finding much here anyway. So I think it's time to head downstream towards the lake and see if I can do any better there. Here we go. That's definitely it. That's a gimme. Doesn't even have to be wet. You can see it. Alright, so I'll also be looking for some of this stuff, too. You can see those green grains in there, like right by my thumb. I found out that we could cut these things and they're pretty good. Light can get through them for the most part, and a lot of the time it's green. Plus it's super heavy. I think we scratched it at about a 5, so I think there was some concept of this possibly possibly being maybe actinolite, something like that. So yeah, these ones are good. That one right there, I bet you that's it, just because of the shape of it. Yep. Show you real quick. So yep, you can see that green in there. It's pretty good too. All right, so I see this white rind right here, and it makes me curious. But as you see, once we flip it over, that was just a big vein of yeah, something, but it's not what we're looking for. Just found these ones. This one's definitely bonite, and so it's really easy to see because it's got those speckles and then this whitish rind. Now this one's going to be a little bit harder to tell, but you can see right here with how the erosion pattern, and then when you flip it over, it's got that white rind. Looks like it could be promising. Nah. Now this one, since it's got that white exterior, geez, yep, that one's buried deep. But you can tell that's not really it either. This is more of like a quartz. Check this one out, and you can see there, it's more like a schist. All right, so now what I'm going to do is every time I see a big white rock, I'm just going to go over to there, check around it, go to the next one, check around it. So this one is a great example of why I jumped from white rock to white rock. You see right there, that kind of iron stained rind, and then you have kind of this whitish effect. I bet you this is a big piece of bowenite, but it's, you know, way too big to actually do. I don't even think I could flip it over to check. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to tell. It's a big one. All right, so I just flipped this one over, and I'm really curious about it, so I think I'm going to toss it in the water and see if we got something good. Looks like we got some green right there, and then this actually looks kind of like asbestos as well, but really tough to tell, and I don't want to gamble on a big one like that. Looks like that's a pretty easy score right there. Yeah, that's a gimme. I think this one is too. And it's got some characteristics of it. Some green right there. Let's get it wet. Alright, so right there really makes me think it is. It's tough to say quality of it, but yeah, that definitely makes me feel like it's a good one. Yeah, right here. See right there, that green? Yeah. And then it's got that right there. And this over here. So, yeah, I bet you that's a good one. That one right there, that one looks like it's going to be a good one too. And some of this. Yeah, see right there? And this part right there, it's got the white dots, or the white rind and black dots. The inclusions, like that, and no, this is not it. Just found this one. It's got some nice green in it. Right there, kind of is a giveaway. And this right here. So usually these are the really deep green ones. Since this is a good size, I'm gonna take this one with us. Just flip this one over, and it's got that white rind. See right there? That really makes me think it's the good stuff. Since it's got this crack in it right here, we're gonna give it a little test and see. All right, yep, you can see from there. That's the green. So it's gonna be a good one. Dark green right there. All right, well, I just find that nice big one, so I think it's time to check a different spot and cool down. You can see it's getting pretty smoky now. There's a big chunk that came off the one that I just found, and then check that out. Another big piece. All right, so see that right there? That's a big chrysotile vein. Right next to it, that looks like it's the stuff. But I'm not positive, and those are way too big for me. This might be some. Oh, man. Hold on. Nope. You can see that's that like pink and green. First good sized one of the day. Looks like we've got the second big one of the day. Yep, look at that. Pretty good size. Seems like the spot I'm in's pretty good today. Another little beach agate. Might have found another one, but it's tiny. Yep, that's a good one. I mean, it's really small, but it's got some really like amber color. It's cool. Yeah, looks like this spot is really good. There's a bunch of them. Oh, where's that one that I just dropped? Yeah, this is the one I dropped. I'm not really sure what it is. Definitely that quartzy type stuff, but I saw that. Reminded me of the like the conchoidal fracture, but it's not transparent at all. So some nice jasper though. Oh, yeah, got another one. Yep. So what I'm doing is just hanging out behind this rock here, and everything in here has just been littered with this stuff. So it's not very big, but there's a lot of it. What the heck? What is that? Dude, it's purple. Check that out. Wicked. I don't know if you're catching how purple this thing is, but it is super purple. It's straight like amethyst agate with like jasper on the back. Yeah, this one's really cool. Today's the day we find the good stuff. Just found this one in the road. Looks like a little blue. Oh, it is a very little blue. Not too bad. Let's get into the real stuff though. So this one right here is going to be pretty good. You can see that it's solid and it's got those inclusions in there. So I'll probably keep this one for a small, maybe throw it in the tumbler to see how it actually ends up when it comes out, but I bet you this would be a good polisher. Now these ones can be good as well, these really heavy quartz geodes, or heavily quartz, you know, tiny geodes things. Anyway, these nodules of quartz can be really good if you're going to try to polish them. They just take a long time because quartz, you know, it's hard. If you're going to be looking for a tumbler barrel material, I go with these ones. You know, they're like nodules, so this one's not great. It's a cool impression where something eroded out of it, but maybe this guy. Yeah, see, this one would be a good one. Basically rounded off anyway. So you just throw that in your stage one with a bunch of stuff just like it. Yeah, good. Yeah, these ones right here can be really good too, because, you know, they have a little cavity in there, it looks like, but mostly round. And then you can see in there a little bit of color, and so I bet you this is mossy. Looks like there's another one hidden down there too. I'll watch out for critters though. So yeah, that one's got some nice milky white. Not too bad. Looks like we might have one hidden in the grass here. Yep, there we go. That one's not bad. It's just kind of flat. So this one could be cool too. Yeah, because you can see all those impressions in there, but you can also see how it could just be bad cavities, if you will. Oh, there we go. That one might be alright. Dirty. It's kind of thin. I mean, you could still tumble it, but I want something a little bit more round. That's a cool little piece of jasper right there. It's like green, got some quartz on it. Little quartz crystals at the top. Cool. So when I see little pieces of jasper like that have the quartz on the top and everything, I like to look around, see if maybe that, broke off of something. So if you're looking for that good stuff, that's how I do it. All right, so this one's going to be kind of weird, right? So we see that little bit of green and kind of the potential shape. So I'm not really sure if it's going to be agate, obsidian, or if, oh, yep, see, that's a nodule. You can tell by the shape and the erosion. So this would be a good one to tumble. That might be a little crystal right there. Yeah. Tiny little crystal. It's like a tooth. All right, let's see that one right there. All right, that's interesting. It's like a little nodule. Man. Oh, just a little guy. These can be okay though to fill your barrel with, Can't just have everything big. Yeah, they're gonna wear down a lot, but who cares? Looks like we got a funky piece of jasper in here. Not really sure what's going on there. Some erosion. So there's stuff everywhere. You guys have seen me up here before, but check this one out. Look how that one's got. On the inside you can see kind of how it goes from white to clear. It's got all those quartz crystals on top. Alright, so here's some of the ones I've found so far. This one's just like a little druzy. Looks like at one point it was like maybe a geode that broke open. This one's pretty rounded, so I thought this was pretty good as well. Of course, you can see this one actually has a little bit of a cavity in there with some crystals. It's kind of neat. I don't know if I'll actually keep it. Oh yeah, that one rolled off too. That's the softball. I mean, it's just big old egg. But yeah, some of these are pretty interesting. Like this one, you can see how it's got that mossing in the inside right there. Yeah, that red up by my thumb. Yeah, that's like little moss dendrites. But this one's kind of cool too. So I'm just digging through these ones, and then I found this nodule. This one's good. So it's like pretty much perfectly round. Well, I mean, rounded off. The only thing is that crack right there. Yeah, that might be problematic, but might not be. So yeah, I just kind of like weed through these. This one's a pretty good nodule right here. Flat on the bottom, so, but don't really see any cracks. Yeah, that's about what I'm looking for. That, and if I see anything just where I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you that's super cool inside. You see that? That's cool. I saw this other one up here. A little tiny crystal. But they're breaking off of the bigger parts, all the bigger rocks. And then, every once in a while get a cool little tooth like that. So at this point, I'm just kind of digging through all this stuff right here. So at this point, I'm just kind of digging through all this stuff. You can see a bunch of glowers in there. Looking for color, looking for moss. Kind of feeling the weight, seeing how it actually feels. If there's like possibility there's a cavity inside, and yeah, just kind of moving my way up. Looks like we got one in here too. Yeah, that's pretty solid right there. So pretty rounded off, decent size, basically small potato, but I bet you that would do all right because it's got a quartz center. You can see the quartz from there, but I bet you this could tumble pretty well, and then it would show some good character. Or you could cut it, slices of the quartz and everything. Be cool either way. This one I'm curious about because what I see right there, oh, that's cool. But anyway, what I was seeing more is like how you got like that jasper right there. But then I saw that white, and well, actually that one's pretty cool. But you got all that like botryoidal stuff up there. Neat formation. I should have showed you this as I was pulling it, but that's saginite right there. Sweet. Not much of it, but you can definitely see the lines like that. Cool. All right, so right there, see the corner of this one? Yeah, look at that. That's blue. Just flat. Not that awesome. These are the couple that I've found so far from this little area, because you can see they're kind of like eggs or potatoes or whatever breakfast you want to relate them to. But yeah, just kind of going through all this stuff and seeing if I can find anything good. This one's pretty cool right here because you can see the impressions in it. But yeah, I really don't know. This one's going to be everything I want. Neat impressions though. Potato looks like it could be all right. Not bad. Quartz in there. So it's probably mostly quartz, but seems solid. All right, so right now I'm just going to be digging around in this little area I've created for myself where I moved a bunch of these, not these size rocks out of the way. And yeah, I mean, so far I'm seeing small agates, you know, of course the quartz crystals, but I haven't seen much jasper, and everything's been small, so I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, see, like right there, that's agate. You can see like some of the botryoidal right up in there. So yeah, I mean, just keep finding stuff. If I find anything super cool, I'll show you. All right, there we go. We've got some cool impressions on that one. Dude, digging away, and look what I just found. This is a funky piece. It's almost like coral. Pretty cool though. All right, so I just found some stuff that this is perfect for Rockhound Quest. He loves this stuff. Got some nice pink jasper in there and a bunch of quartz there. Now it's a funky piece, but we might find it's all right. So I'll see what he says. All right, so you can see how I'm working uphill, right? But really what I'm doing is if I set the camera, you can see old questing account up there. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of cutting in this level, but going progressively up. You can see that this is basically the cobble layer, but there you go. That's some quartz there. And then, yeah, I'll just work it up into work up into there. Right, so just pulled this one out. You see, you got some good crystals on top. I mean, they're kind of funky, but might get into something cool. They're pretty clear. Right, so here's the, if you look here, oh god, look here, youngie. So anyway, if you see here, right, this is where I've been working, clearing everything away, just kind of like going into the side of the hill. Not very deep, you know, this is only like maybe, I don't know, 6-8 inches at most. But anyway, see how I've hit this hard rock. Now, if you look at that, that's basically telling me, well, don't go in that direction anymore. So now I can start sloughing off. So now I can start sloughing off into here and just creating basically a whole new level. So it's kind of like sifting. So I just pulled this one out of the dirt there, and you can see like right there, kind of a little bit of blue. And then I'm looking at the face here. You see those marks? Looks like quartz to me. So might want to keep this one. So if it's blue, I can put it in my saw and just go and cut it. Might make a good cutter. It looks like I'm finding a little bit of jasper, and I'm wondering if this is actually going to be, I guess they call it bloodstone, but it's the green jasper with the red inclusions. I got a little wet, and it does look like there's green there, but I mean the clay mud stuff, it's pretty hard to, you know, get past. Anyway, you can see more green here and a little bit of red up there. Found this interesting impression. I'm assuming it was like maybe calcite or something in there, but you can see how it's like cubic. Not that great, but it's cool. We'll set it aside. All right, so you know, just still digging along. Haven't really found anything special yet. I mean, there's been, you know, a small pile of stuff that I'm gonna check out, but yeah, for the most part, finding good color, but not big size. So one looks like it might. Yep, that's what I thought. It's got a freaking cavity in it. There's quartz in there. Little terminations. Right, look at that one. That looks like we got some green right there. That's not terrible. It's a good size. We'll have to check this one out. Usually when you get that green right there, that's good. Just pulled this one out. Now it's really thin, right? Thing is, look at that green on there. So, and I saw a little bit of blue, which means this one could be interesting. Pop this thing out right here, and you can see it's pretty much, oh god, yeah, it's glowing. So yep, this is a interesting one, but it's just quartz, so nothing special.
Nah, that's part of the joy, dude. It's just getting out.
Got one out. Just pulled that crystally boy out. Normal looking rock, right? That looks like we got a little vein in here. Let's see if it's any good. I don't see any super awesome features. Looks like it's just another piece of quartz. Alright, so this one right here looks like it's something good. Yeah, it's just kind of fighting me a little bit. Too lazy to go get my chisel that I used as a pry bar. Oh, come on. These big flies are everywhere today. Ah, boo. Alright, well, that sucks. Nothing special. All right, looks like we got a little bit of sparkle right there. Let's see if we can get it. Now, that's some quartz. You can see. Sparkly, but nothing too special. I mean, it's all broken. Terminations are whack. So that's why we don't typically pick this stuff up. Looks like a regular rock. Or is it? Yeah, that's jasper. Looks like it's got some green up here. Yeah, a little bit of green up at the top there. Hey, look. There's a little green right there too. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll see. So I was looking for some jasper up here because I hadn't found much. And yeah, look at that one. It's kind of interesting. Good color. But it's got a bunch of complexity in it. So yeah, that one could be good. So you can see I just flipped this one out of that hole. That's cool, huh? Right, but look. There's terminations on it. It's kind of neat. Not bad. All right, well, I've done my digging for the day. It's pretty hot, so it's time to go down the hill and see about getting some lunch. All right, there we go. Tromping through the woods, and looks like we got a nodule. Pretty solid, too. All right, we're out back at the spot. Got some stuff to show you. Oh, yeah, look at that. You can see blue. Got some more taters. These are all potatoes. You can see the blue. My little pile so far. Just a lot of blue. Let me show you what I got. Nerd. You're a nerd. You're actually two nerds. Anyway, here's all the blues that I found so far. We're just going to keep going. Got a nice little pit. Just found a rock. There we go. Looks like we got some jasper. Yeah. And I'm finding a lot of blue, but nothing too big yet. So I'm just going to keep on digging. So far, just moving in this way. Kind of going up this way a little bit now. Do have a small pile over here. Oh gosh. And yeah, those are all blues. Just need to clean them up. Like the vesicular stuff?
Yeah, but the wall right here where it broke off is solid green.
Oh.
You see that? Yeah. It's green. Break it up. There's some bugs here.
Pretty sure I just found a nice one. Looks like this right here. You see right here? We're gonna see about prying that one out real quick. Yep, got a nodule here. Looks like it's probably blue. So we'll throw this one in the pile, clean it up. There's another tater. Yep, that's a tater, all right.
Seems like that's the color of the shell.
Looks like quartz. Oh, quartz. Set those up there to go through later. I got my blue agate pile. And I'm just tossing all the basalt off to the side. And when they're like this, and just, you know, small patty, just toss them. See how this is all pretty hard right there? Not really worth going through. Yeah, there's some chalcedony. Quartz. Looks like we're all doing pretty good today.
Are you trying to throw stuff into my bag?
What?
Look at the green on that.
Like 40, 50 pounds. It's because the club's been going through $300 blades.
All right, well, it's time to head out. Found lots of good stuff. And so, of course, my thing has always been on the way out, I find the biggest thing. So let's see if we can keep that track going. Piece of jasper right there. Not the biggest thing, but see right there. It's got the green and the purple. I was just catching a ride on my bag. Big boy. All right, we're back in the Applegate looking for some bowenite today. Probably gonna find a couple other things too. Always something good out here. As you can see, it's cobbles all over. Let me see what I can find. It looks like a butterfly. Just found a really clear piece of quartz. Let me show you. Cool, huh?
So see how it's like whitish?
All right, first turtle shell of the day. Just rinsed it off. See right there, the tiny little inclusions. And then you got the rusting right there. Nice white outline. And then if you look here, patterns that you see in serpentine. I bet you this is a good one. Alright, so you can see right here, this is a yellow that the serpentine usually has. Got some nice veining here. Very, very small inclusions. Got a green little fragment over here that you can actually see. That should be a good one. Yep, it's small but good. Check this one out. Really nice. It's going to have a ton of character. Looks pretty solid. Just found that one. It's really nice green in there. That'll go right on the saw. Alright, so I just found this one. It's got a lot of signs of serpentine. So I look a little closer. And looks like all the fibrous, but the sun's kind of blasting things out right now. Trying to see that greenish in there. Not positive. Definitely not going to try to get that behemoth out. But that would be really cool if it was the real deal. So this one right here. It's small, but yeah, it's a pretty good example. You can see that white rind on the outside. Also found this one right next to it. A couple decent ones. Yeah, look at this one. This guy right there, pretty green. That one's it right there too. Maybe if I can get it. Yeah, that looks pretty dang good. This side's pretty nice, solid. And it looks like this is a piece too. Oh yeah, that for sure is. Look at that, see all that. Yep, that's it as well. That's a good piece. Problem is, it does have this big crack through it right there. That's pretty thin, it's a good piece. You'd be able to get a pretty good amount of material off of this when cut. Those ones are really nice. There's more of it right there. You can see, but it's all cracked up. This one's a colossal one. You can see right in here, that big white vein going through it. It's chrysotile, and you can see the green and white. That's a big boy. Plus he's red. This red over here really does kind of give it away as well. The shape, this is the sea turtle shell.
Holy mackerel. You gonna carry that one back?
It only weighs 25 pounds. Bro, that's incredible. Oh, that's a good one. Absolutely incredible. Let me show you what it looks like. Look at that. That could be a really, really amazing piece. All right, this one's pretty incredible. But my dilemma is how big this actually is. I'm not really sure what to do. And yeah, I'd have to walk up there. All right, so I got this big green boulder right here, and you can tell how slick it is and everything. Problem is, it's colossal. I don't know if I can actually get this out safely. There we go. That's a good one. You can see the green. Good. More of like a boulder field now. So far I've got 3 good ones that I'm going to keep. This one that I just found right here, and this small dark one. Just left a couple behind here, but yeah, you know, don't want the bag to be too heavy. Thinking of actually maybe leaving this one too, just because somebody would be pretty stoked. Then again, it would also be a nice one to put in the saw. We'll see. Cool little spot right here. Yep, that's easy. That looks like a nice piece. Yeah. It's got a good green to it. It's good. Time to head back that way. I'm gonna leave these ones just in case, you know, somebody's around and it's like, oh, cool rock. Bent down to grab this one, and you know, because these ones are usually pretty good. And I saw this one. Look at that. That's a good one. You can see a big tile vein. I'm gonna put this one over on the tree as well. Yep, kind of beat up though. Check that out. That's cool. Look at this one. This one's super neat. Check that out. Dude, that's wicked. That will be going right into the saw. I got a couple friends who are doing intarsia, so this might be something they can use. I don't know, like this side anyway. I think it's just time to go get some lunch.
And he ended up walking. North and upward.
Say hi, bro.
Basically explaining why capitalism.
All right, we're working our way up there. It's you know, just a little bit over what, probably like 7:38. It's kind of early, but we're going a little bit slow. Just kind of enjoying things. Plus, it's kind of smoky. Pretty good all in general. 8:30? Oh yeah. So we're going slow, but steady wins the race, right? Jamie just pointed that out. It's like a dog print. It's cool. Sweet boulder field. Still working our way up, taking a little break. Check this out though. Yeah. Shape of it almost looks terminated.
We get to see a wizard.
Who would do such a thing? J and B. Look at this. This is not the place for that.
I'm just sledding down there.
I am definitely following you, bro.
It's not that high without stopping anyway.
I think so. That's a high elevation poo. That's the top. Almost there.
I know it's a little weird to ask for. I do really like. Compared to something.
I can see from the lake.
Alright, well that was not easy, let's say. It was really cool up there, just kind of stunk because it was smoky and I don't know, not a lot of whole views, you know, but it was super cool. Just a great experience. That's the highest peak I've ever climbed, so big thumbs up on that one. Wasn't talking too much, mostly because out of breath. I only got like 4 hours of sleep too last night, so I'm pretty tired. My feet hurt, my boots are old and stuff, so there's some stuff I could definitely work on, you know, some improvements that need to be done, but it was super cool and it was great to hang out with my buddy. Hey, good morning. So I just wanted to show you, I'm down here at the shop today. Got some cool rocks, bit of the serpentine. This is a big boy I'm going to cut today. Oh yeah, look at that. It's pretty green. And I got a couple smalls that not smalls. I'm going to try to possibly cut these. We'll see what's up. The big saw that we like to typically use it's out of commission, and so I'll show you real quick. This is the lapidary shop down here at the museum. You know, we got all these saws here. This one's like a 35-inch or something like that. This one over here is the one I usually like to use, but I'll be using this one today, and then yeah, I'll show you what we got. It's going to be pretty cool. Super stoked about it. You can see it's got some good green in it. This one right here is going to be more of like the olive drab color, but it's pretty neat too. I'm really thinking this one's going to be the really Jimmy green, so it won't have you know, much of the chromite inclusions. And yeah, here's a cool piece of wood that I'm going to be giving somebody at my office. I guess her son really likes petrified wood and they haven't found any yet, so pretty cool. And then yeah, my car's a mess, so please excuse that. Alright, so we cut this big boy and look at that. Oh god. Yep, so I'm going to take a slab off of it and I'll show you how that looks. Check this one out. Just cut that. Some nice serpentine. Pretty good. The rest of it in the saw right now. As soon as it gets done finishing with the slab, I'll show you what that one looks like. I'm really hoping there's going to be some really nice transparency in this one. Really nice. It does have some cracks up here, but overall, pretty wicked. Looks nice. Just pull this slab out. Look at there. That's clean. And we got a whole lot more coming. Thick boy. Woo-hoo. Wow. A couple more I found today. You can see that just a bunch of agates and quartz crystals. They're all geode, so you can see this one. It's just a bunch of quartz. Got a bunch of fortifications on it. Pretty cool. Another one you can see the fortifications on. This one's got less quartz on it, but it's got that red rind on it. It's iron staining, and so this could be have a little bit of amethyst in it. There's some quartz, but all of these are collected at the same spot. The ground's littered with them. You can see them in my YouTube videos. I go up there pretty frequently during the winter time. Let's see, I got a couple more here. I really like them when they're like this, just because they're pretty predictable. I like to call them potatoes. Got a bunch of them. But pretty cool stuff. Chickens! What's up, birds? Come on, chickens, let's get food. Let's get some breakfast. Come on, red bird. Come on, chickies. Good birds. So I just got the Antigrite in the saw. Should be a good one. It was a smaller piece, of course, but it looked like it was going to be that really nice deep green one. So as soon as this gets out, I'm cutting the butt off of it first, and then I will cut a little slab off it and see if the light goes through. See if I still got my eyes on me. I'll also be cutting these ones, but I'll have to take probably this big boy over to the Crater Rock Museum to have cut. And then this one I'll probably be able to cut here. You can see it's pretty wicked. Got some sweet striations in there. So I think this one will be good for something like Intarsia or something. And then this one I'll probably be able to cut in my saw. But this is definitely some bowenite as well. Whether it'll be transparent or not, that's always a ticket. But I think I'll probably just start cutting my way into it like that. Cut, cut, cut. And hopefully that will be a good one too. As you can see, it's kind of late, so I probably won't be making too many cuts tonight, but I'll be working on it for the next few days. Ooh, that one's going to be jammy. Alright, let's see if this slab actually came out. It's going to be tough to tell. Probably not the best, but still pretty neat. Alright, so I got this one in next. And I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. And that should be good. So let's cut a little slab off of that and see how it turns out. Here's the one that I just cut a thin slab off of. It's pretty cool. It's got a couple fractures in it, but overall it's pretty nice. Just cutting some of this stuff today. Pretty sure it's going to be, oh man, not going to be the greatest. Oh, that's alright though. We'll take another cut off of it and see what's up. So we got a couple of these taters that we're going to throw in here. Getting our stage 1 barrel. We're just going to kind of shape them out, see what's going on. You know, because a lot of these smaller ones I can't even fit in a saw. So I'm just going to throw these guys in there. See what happens. Yeah, they're a little dirty. I don't really care. It's going to be, you know, going in with some pretty tough grit. So, yeah, I'll get these in here, show you what's up. Just got like 20 pounds of silicon carbide from HP over there. Yeah, you can see this one right here, 6090, and some 30. I didn't even know they made 30. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of fill this barrel up a little bit, see what's happening. I got a bunch of extra stuff in here too that I was gonna do earlier, but you know, the problem was I didn't have the grit. All I had was 120, and I just was not going to waste that. You know, grit over time, it gets expensive, but, you know, it's just going to be like an agate barrel. So nothing too fancy. Well, for some people anyway. But yeah, all these are self-collected. And yeah, we're just going to fill up the barrel and see what happens. Just to let you guys know, I am by no means a rock tumbling expert. I'm more of like the guy who goes and finds this stuff. But if you really want to check out, get a good idea of tumbling, go check out Michigan Rocks. He's like awesome. Dude really knows what's going on. I'll put a little link up. And then Agate Ariel seems to do a pretty good job as well. I don't know too much of the details of like what what Ariel uses for like her media, grid, all that stuff. Michigan Rock seems to, you know, have more content on it, and like just overall, the guy really explains stuff well. And so yeah, check those guys out if you want to get a better idea of tumbling. But yeah, here's what we're looking at so far. Pretty big barrel. You know, these are rated for like 15 pounds or something like that. So, you know, I'm just kind of weighting it real quick, and then we'll see what's happening. Throw some grit in there and get it rolling. For this one, I'm going to use a 30 grit just because I've never tried it before. As you can see, it's pretty gritty. That's what she looks like. I got about 3 tablespoons of the 30 grit in here. We're just going to see what happens. I might put just a touch more water in there. But, yeah. I'm not really too concerned about it right now. Alright, that's nice. This is going to be a nice bonite right here. But we're going to get that out of the way for now. This one's going to be really cool. Actually, I want to show you guys that one real quick, because this one I think I might put in a saw real quick before I go and do my open house this morning. Oh, that's not going to work. There we go. That's the old pepper. Look at that. See those striations? That's wicked. And then this side, the front here, look at this. You got green in there. So, I'm not really sure what that is yet, but what I think I'm going to do is I might try to actually cut this face right here. Oh. Might try to cut this face off right there. But see, we also have this crack right here that I'm not really sure what's the best. But the idea is that I think with these striations right here, this would make really good for intarsia. I've got a few friends who are doing that stuff these days, and so might be pretty neat. You know, just kind of subtle. Alright, so we're just going to load this up onto the rack, get it going, and yeah, usually what I'll do is I'll set a timer for, let's see, it's September 7th right now, so probably set timer for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks from now, and then we'll check and see how it's going. But I'll have a video out before then. Maybe we'll give you like an update, because what I'm going to do, here's the whole thing, is this is my stage 1. I'm going to put everything through here, because I got a lot of stuff that I'd like to actually get polished up. Stuff that I'm not really going to cut or whatever. So this is going to act as a stage 1. I'm actually kind of hoping this works well, because if it does, I'm going to get maybe 1 or 2 more of these things. Got a lot of stuff that I'd like to tumble. Cool part is this, the vibratory tumbler, as you can see, it needs to be given a little bit of love. But we're going to use our vibratory tumbler for everything else, right? And so that means, you know, all of our pre-polish, everything like that will all go through this. And so this is going to take a long time. Those things are extremely fast. It's not the best one, but they're really kind of hard to get right now. And so that was my option. It's only $189, I believe. It's a 10-pound barrel, I think. As you can see, Tumble 5. Nothing crazy expensive, but hey, you know what? It'll work for what we're trying to do right now. And if anything, you know, we can always get 1 or 2 more of those things. So I'll throw a link in the description or up above or something like that, whatever, if you guys are interested in one of these things or one of these. But, you know, we'll just have to see. And really, I don't like to put like links in the description and blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything here. It's more just like, if this works for me, then maybe it might work for you. You know, we all have different, you know, preferences, opinions, you know, and everything like that. So, you know, I'm just trying to help out where I can. This out of the way. As you can see, it's been basically it's been off all summer long, just because it's like it gets really hot in my shop here, and so I don't really want to like run my motors and everything when it's 110 degrees outside, which means it's probably 120 degrees in here. It's also why my shop's a mess and everything needs to be cleaned up, but I'll get it cleaned up over the winter. I did finally get Frank going, so this is completely self-contained now. I don't have to be outside to run this. It still kind of makes a mess, but I just put this thing like this now, and then I can work like that. Well, let me show you better. So anyway, now that Frank's up and running, you know, I'll be able to run this during the winter time. But it's nice because, you know, I put this little thing in there, it doesn't, you know, spray all over. And I just kind of go like there, and then I got a little drain plug here going. So yeah, you know, even got a little bit of jasper I'm waiting to polish up. This is from the coast. Really nice stuff, polychrome stuff. But let's get this barrel on here, get it rolling, and see how this is going to work, you know. I did have some issues with this before, but I think that was my problem because I ended up maybe putting too much weight in it. I'm not really sure, so we're just going to see what happens. Keep an eye on it over the next day or so, make sure we don't have any issues, and then yeah, hopefully it will be all good for us. See, that's the problem right there. So, I don't know what's going on there, but if I plug it in, it works, right? As soon as I put some weight on it, that's the problem. So I'm wondering if this motor's actually toast. That would be kind of lame if it is. So, yep, that's not going to work, because look, as soon as I put any kind of pressure on it, it just dies. So I'm thinking this motor's probably spent. That sucks, because I've been wanting to get this thing rolling. What do you do, right? Besides get another one. I guess I'll jump on Amazon and see if I can find something. What the heck? This sucks. Looks like a dog or something chasing a squirrel maybe, or digging. I'm not really sure, but all that stuff that I had right here, the chert, this stuff, this green chert, all this stuff is now buried. So I guess I'm going to have to grab my sifter screen, but it doesn't really matter because this is all stuff I was going to use as tumbles anyway. So you know, I'll spray all this stuff, and you know, we'll get it once the tumbler is going again. We'll get that. Oh, hey, check that out. It's a pretty sweet little piece of polychrome. Pretty nice. There was some neat stuff in here though, like this. You can see that's moss agate right there. It's super, super mossy, like ultra mossy. Yeah. So yeah, that's part of the fun today. Considering our predicament here, I think what we're gonna do is maybe cut a little bit of bowenite or something. I've got some smaller pieces that I've been wanting to get cut anyway, but you know, like I said, it's kind of hard to cut when it's super hot outside if you're trying to make sure your motor doesn't go out. And in fact, that could be why the tumbler is messed up. We don't know, but I think that maybe this one might be a good one, you know, because I can clamp this in like that or something. I don't know. That's a problem, is that it's like I always have funky shaped ones, you know. This one over here though, I might cut that. That thing's going to be super nice. It's going to have a lot of character to it. But yep, that's about it. Let me look around, see what we can do, and I'll show you what's next. Come on, chickens, get some water. Chicken bird, come on, red bird. Like these ones are looking nice. Maybe I'll cut one of these. All kind of small, but got some pink in there. It's really lightweight though. Yeah. I think these are all stuff I set aside for tumbles. Look at that one though. Isn't that wicked? It's got crazy fortifications on that. But once again, see, it's like super odd shaped. It's almost like a glob. Maybe I'll just clean this mess up. Definitely need to get some containers for my grit now that I got that, because right now got all my fine grit down there. It's going to need to happen. And then, as you can see, this is all my camping gear and stuff from the summer. So I can clean all this stuff up, get some of this rolling. And then, yeah, maybe I can organize some of this stuff. But I got to do an open house today. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to have the time. So I gotta still print stuff out, flyers and whatnot. And yeah, but well, what do? You know, here's what I'm thinking. Let's cut this thing. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yep. So, I'll always make sure I push this one, because what happens is it gets just barely when the it will get stuck, like, you know, 3/4 of the way, and then when I pull this thing back like that, it re-engages because it loses tension on that. And so I've learned. Anyway, what we're gonna do, hey, let me turn the light on. Hey, look at that, fancy pants, huh? This one right here, this is some really cool stuff. So I've been talking with a lot of the people in the New Zealand Rockhound groups, and they have something that's like this but the real deal, and they call it Marston flower jade, I think is what they call it. Anyway, maybe I'll show you a little picture of it real quick. But this is basically the serpentine version of it. It's super cool, and I've got some pieces. Like, let's see. Pretty sure. Nope, not that one. Anyway, I know I got some. Ah, there it is. There it is. This one right here. Here, let me show you real quick. So you see like all the that reflection. So you see all this white inclusions in there. It looks super cool because all the chromite all the chromite inclusions, or magnesiochromite, or whatever, you know, it actually is, those polish up to like a metallic finish, but then you have this white in here that looks super cool. And it will take a polish. So I don't know, maybe we'll cut a little bit of that. Cut one more off of this. Off that up a little bit. And do a little twisty twist. That should be probably about good. Because I want to cut this a little thin so we get a nice light going through it. And then, yeah, let's get this started. Then we'll go and throw that one in over there afterwards. Alright, so as you can see, got that real close to that blade. But, see, blade still spins freely. Yeah, I need a new blade. It's kind of warpy right now. I need to give this machine a little love, all in general. But for now, it's not doing any harm. So, it just doesn't do the best. But, yeah, we're going to see how this one comes out. While I got you here, you should see this one. This one's super cool. Just cut this the other day. It turned out really awesome. Backside, not so much. Oh, well, it's still pretty cool, you know. It's got that, it's like quartz geode inside. But, yeah, this is kind of the stuff we're working on right now. This stuff turned out to be super nice. It does have fracturing in it, but, you know, it's a river rock. River rocks tend to have fractures. But as you can see, geez, mess. As you can see, just kind of been trying to get things going. And summer's been pretty chaotic this year, so I'm just going to have to, you know, do things as I can. And as winter approaches, I'll be able to do a lot more. But I would be honest with you, this one right here, oh, I cannot wait to see what this is. I bet you this is going to be phenomenal. Now, I've been wrong before, especially when it comes to things like bowenite. But here's the whole thing. You can see those tiny little inclusions. And now some of you might remember that I've cut another bigger piece like this, and it was seriously one of the best things I've ever found. So I really want to get that cut, but you know, I just got, number one, I have to go to the museum because this thing's too small. Number two, I gotta find the time, you know what I mean? Busy. So I'm gonna jump online real quick, see what's up, see if we can find another motor for this thing. And then we're going to get that tumbler going as soon as possible. The other thing we're gonna need to be doing here soon is we need to get working on this thing. Problem is right now is I can't get the bit off. And I have another bit, or you can see that one right there? That bit is stuck on too, so I need to figure out how to get them off. I'm not strong enough. I've tried to use leverage, I've tried to use WD. As you can see, right, I squirted like half of this bottle over it periodically, and yeah, it's not coming off. So I might have to get a torch on it or something and heat it up, but I've got an 1.25 inch bit on it right now, which is great for doing small stuff, but I really do want to be able to just use all the bits because I have up to like a 5-inch bit. And you know, I think that if I did 5-inch cores and then we cut those into slices and polish them, I think it would look really good, like backlit or something like that, you know. So I'm not sure, but there's a lot of projects that need to be done, you know, and that's why I ask you to support the channel. There's a lot of projects that need to be done, but you know, you guys help me out by supporting the channel, and that allows me to get some of these projects rolling, you know. Some of the stuff is expensive, you know, it just takes time and effort and gas money and whatnot, but yeah, you know, if you want to help and support, you can always like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friend, whatever, you know. I always appreciate it. Good chickens. Yeah, as you can see, it's been the summer of broken things. You know, boots are dying. Broke my backpack the other day. All the zippers now are just, they don't work. You know, this one right here, you can see. I mean, literally, everything's just breaking down this summer. But, hey, what do you do, right? Deal with what you can, and, you know, hope for the best. Even my cowboy boots are on their last leg. Check this out. I've never seen this happen before. That's how you know they've been worn out, huh? Yeah. That's an air pocket, see? What really stinks, though, is with my boots. Well, they don't stink as bad. Anyway, what really stinks, though, is I take really good care of my boots. Like, I grease them up all the time. I wash them, you know, before I do that. You know, and it just seems like, I don't know, maybe rockhounding is just too difficult or too hard on boots. These ones, these Irish setters here, they lasted a long time. You can see they look all beat up right now. That's because I'm wearing them as river boots right now. Who cares, you know? If they're dead, they're dead. But I think what I'm probably going to end up having to do is go get another pair of those. They were really good boots. So I've had like Keens, I've had all those hiking boots. I just ruin them. I was doing the REI exchange thing there for a while, to where like you can return it within 1 year or something like that, and I was blowing out like $300 boots in like 2 months. They were just like but of course, hunting boots, all those straps, you know, or all this, you know, it just is kind of a pain in the butt, especially when it's super hot. And so that's why I get the cowboy boots. These ones were Justin's. They're pretty nice, and they're super comfortable. But, you know, the leather's kind of soft. It's not really, I don't think it's meant for the kind of stuff we do, you know. All right, sounds like it's done. Here we go. See if it's good. So you can see there, that's the stuff I'm talking about, but check this out. Oh yeah. Some good green. Let's cut some more. bird. Oh, come on. I know. Gray bird, you better get in there. Come on. Yep, better get in there. Coming for you. Good birds. Good chickens. All right, ladies. See you in the morning.